conversation with how Indian businesses are seeing this opportunity and how they are fine-tuning their business strategies. Well, to talk about that and more, I'm now joined by Harshvendra Soin, the President, APJ Business, that is Asia Pacific and Japan at Tech Mahindra. I'm now joined by Harshvendra Soin. Thank you very much, Harshvendra, for joining us here on ET Now. Appreciate you taking the time out and speaking with us. So big transformation, like I said, currently underway, especially for IT sector as far as the AI story is concerned. So now, Harsh, 2023 seemed to be the year of, this big headline news about ChatGPT, and of course that came into 2024. But now there's more focus on what AI is delivering in terms of ROI for companies. How is Tech Mahindra looking at that story, and how has the ROI story really panned out for the company?
Firstly, absolutely, I would definitely agree. In fact, I was at Davos, and the whole discussion is around AI, but more importantly, not only AI, but what it can do to enhance, the potential of what we do in our companies and organizations. So certainly, intelligent AI, but how to use it is also important. Now, I must tell you that we came out with a report along with the Wall Street Journal in Davos, which is called the Tech Adoption Index. And it had some very interesting findings. And, when we look at 2025, like you said, while AI was highlighted in 24 and 23, the key findings were, number one, 84% of companies believed that a diverse technology portfolio was important for them. And that is quite key. The second thing, obviously, that people talked about was artificial intelligence, cybersecurity. And they also believed that while 5G was important, but we did face a few challenges as well as onboarding and integration of emerging technologies was concerned. So yes, AI really came out as a very, very important tool which the businesses would leverage. But they would primarily leverage to improve efficiencies and customer experience. So I think in that sense, it is, of course, an important tool for 2025 as we go forward.
Absolutely, Harsh. Very importantly that you say that this is currently being driven to utilize customer efficiencies and how they can be bettered. But how is it being used in differently in the India market? How is that really different from what's happening in your other Asia Pacific markets? If you get us a sense of that as well.
I can tell you overall in Asia Pac at Tech, we are not only using this to and proliferating it, but we are actually reimagining a lot of, for a lot of companies, the use of AI. I can clearly give you an example of Sahabat AI that we launched in Indonesia. If you look at Indonesia, we launched our LLM in Bahasa, which was aimed at improving the lives of Indonesians, democratizing the use of AI, because obviously the use of English language is very limited in that country. But also, it is now being used to enhance the whole customer experience and is being embedded in various citizen services as we speak. So I can tell you that AI for business, but AI for greater good is also probably the theme that I would say excites most of us in 2025. And I think AI used properly can be used for enhancing and addressing a lot of world problems today.
Absolutely, Harsh. So AI for social good is, of course, one of the themes that India really has when it is developing its own AI models as well. But ultimately, at some point, companies will have to also look at ROI. What is it delivering in ROI terms as well? But let's shift our focus to this very important development that's happening globally, the external environment. Lots happening in terms of the commentary that has come in from the US President Donald Trump in terms of what he's announced, whether it is related to the immigration issue, whether it's related to the birthright issue, and of course the promise to deploy $500 billion in AI infrastructure in the United States. How do you really look at those kind of investments, particularly from an IT and Tech Mahindra lens?
Said to you earlier, I think obviously this was a topic which was talked about a lot at Davos, but generally what we have seen is the mood is upbeat. People I spoke to were favorably inclined to what's going to happen in the future. So all I can tell you is that while the year has started, whatever is happening around the world gives us a huge confidence that technology will continue to play an important role in every single industry. And the use of technology today is considered more important than ever before.
Harsh, one final question before we let you go. Now that these global changes that I told you about, that I just spoke about in technology, whether it's related to the elections that happen in multiple countries and how that is really changing the geopolitics, how is Tech Mahindra in that environment looking to de-risk itself?
Firstly, as I said, at Tech Mahindra, we are very bullish about the future. We are very, very bullish about the role we'll play in elevating technology for our partners. If you look back, many years have been challenging for different reasons. So, challenges are a part of when you do business, challenges become a part and parcel of what you do. So I think at Tech Mahindra, we are very confident that because of the strength that we have of our talent, because of the fact that we keep innovating, especially through our Makers Lab, we are quite bullish about what the year unfolds.
All right, so skilling and of course innovation are two big pillars that will define the growth story for the company. On that note, thank you very much, Harsh, once again for joining us here on ET Now. And ladies and gentlemen, time for us to step into a quick break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short break.